Welcome back, friends, to another video. It is Thanksgiving week. Thanksgiving is an American holiday where you celebrate the origins of our country and give thanks for the positive things that have happened to you throughout the year. So for those of you who live in America, I hope you've had a great holiday celebrating with your friends and family. Those of you who watch this channel probably aren't surprised that I spent this Thanksgiving holiday thinking about business. So I had some thoughts that I wanted to share with you about why I am thankful to be an American and why America is good for business. The last 2 years have been difficult. The entire world has struggled with a pandemic and an economic slowdown. One of the things that has been interesting is you are able to see how all of the governments around the world have responded to the crisis. It has almost created a snapshot description of all the different world governments. Some governments have implemented very harsh government controls, while others have taken a more hands-off approach. A lot of people around the world have looked at the US with confusion. It seems to a lot of people that the US is very divided. There's a lot of fighting and arguing, and some people are even saying that a civil war is coming to the US. There was a recent poll that came out this month that said that 30% of Republicans say that violence is justified to save the US. This poll has been talked about on all the major news networks. Now, I actually looked up this survey. It was performed by an institution called the Public Religion Research Institute. And you do not have to do a lot of research to find out that this organization is a little suspect. On their Twitter account, they tweeted on Thanksgiving Day the following statement. For many American Indians, the fourth Thursday in November is a day of mourning, not a day of celebration. Here is a word of advice. Do not believe statistics generated by an organization that says something like this. They have an obvious political agenda, and I am shocked that the media is using a survey from such a biased organization. They are saying we should not celebrate Thanksgiving. I do not think that the US is on the brink of civil war. I think we are seeing a healthy debate. People are struggling through tough economic times, and people are opinionated. That is what you want to see. I am not taking one political side or the other here. I want to see the debate. What you do not want is for one side to dictate orders without any opportunity to share your opinion. I love that I live in America. I think debate is something we should celebrate. There are places in the world today that if you question the government, you disappear. Could you imagine if someone complained about Trump or Biden and they just disappeared the next day? There are places in the world where that happens, and we are so lucky to have the opportunities we have in America. All of this has a lot to do with business. If you want to grow jobs in an economy, it requires the right environment. Something I talk a lot about on this channel is that business history has taught us that the best way to create economic growth is through free markets. Free markets require freedom. Business requires people to have their own opinions, to try new things and be different. Without freedom, you are not going to take a risk to start a business that challenges the status quo. If you live in a country that will shoot you if you step out of line, you're not going to work as hard. Instead, you are going to do the bare minimum to stay alive, but you're not going to take a risk to start a business. Freedom also gets us to the truth. Hearing debate from both sides forces you to get to the truth. If you only have one side of the debate and all dissenting opinion is suppressed, you never hear the truth. You only hear the lies that keep the government in power. You need to know the truth to make good business decisions. When you look at all of the countries around the world that are responding to crisis through harsh government controls, it really highlights which countries are good for business and which aren't. There is a reason that America has been so successful economically, because it has created an environment for people to have a voice. It is free market capitalism at work, and it seems a little messy sometimes. Sometimes it can be chaotic, but I am so thankful to be a part of it. I am proud to be an American, and I am proud to celebrate Thanksgiving. Now, just to clarify, I'm not one of those people that says you should have no government at all. Government plays an important role, but you need the debate, you need human rights, and you need freedom of speech. I think there's a lot of hope for the future. I think if you look at human history, over time you see people wanting more and more freedom. I think that America can be an example for the world. And if you live in a more repressive country and you're watching this, just realize that your voice matters more than you know. A government is only in power because of the consent of their people. I think we're going to see more countries push for freedom and the right to question their government without suppression. People deserve the ability to participate in free markets, make money, and grow a business. Now I want to hear from you. What are you thankful for this Thanksgiving? Go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Zach from Wolves in Finance. Let's go out and make some money.